Okay, now that you have mastered the basics of Fusion 360, I just want to show you a couple of really cool things that you can do um, for making your own letterbox, which I'm sure is going to be much more exciting than the one that we've just made. Okay, so if I go to create a sketch, just pick a plane, and what I'm going to do here is just with this line tool, if you want to make curves with this, you just make a line and then hold. So let's say you wanted to do something like a sort of wave kuru type thing. You could do something like that quite easily using that offset tool. We'll turn it into something like that. And then using the line tool again to turn that into a shape. Just very quickly. Okay, finish sketch. And then I can take that into the extrude menu. One thing I didn't mention with the extrude menu, and we could have done this in the series, but I decided not to because the shell tool is a good one to know about, is this thin extrude. So you can actually set it to be, a thin extrude rather than a shell. So you see there, we've got like a thin shell. Could be quite a useful one while you're working. If I go back into the create a sketch, work on this plane this time. We've got the spine tool, so that's really good if you're wanting to create curves as well. That just sort of works through, so you can bend off these anchor points. But you do have the grid there to use as a bit of a guide. You can go between the tools as well. So let's say I want to go back to this line tool. Can go here and then what I'm going to do is just join that up so it's a nice finished shape. I didn't press escape between the tools. If you do that, it will get rid of what you did. So just make sure that you sort of stretch up and go back to it. Then we've got that done. So I go finish sketch here. So another cool tool is this revolve tool. So if we select a plane that we want to work on, and it has selected it, and then we select an axis, so that's why I made that straight line through there. And if I pick that, you can see there it will revolve around that and sort of make a really interesting shape. So that's another really cool tool that you can use. Obviously, we couldn't use the thin extrude for that one. So that's where that shell tool comes in handy. Again, if we wanted to make that not 200 millimeters, if we've given it an inside thickness of 2 mil. Don't know what it's doing, but anyway, that's what you can do to sort of make a interesting shape like that. Another whole menu that we haven't actually explored is this one, the create a form. This is really like some pretty interesting modeling that you can do here. So you can start with like a box like that, and it will give you different ways that you can sort of play with this, and it sort of breaks it up into different quadrants. So you can actually just pick on each of those quadrants and play with them. So it sort of works in the same way as the create a sketch and then sort of extrude. If you wanted, quite a more interesting, intricate shape, then you can sort of go and have a play with this creative form menu as well. Again, if you wanted to turn that into a shell, you would have to use the shell tool. One interesting thing too is just if you wanted to sort of look inside something, you've got these inspect tools as well. So you've got the section analysis tool. So say you wanted to actually see some parts inside your model. You've got that section analysis. And over here, you'll see that you've got analysis in there. So that's just actually showing you the inside of it without having to turn on or off bodies. So you can just switch that off if you don't, if you're finished with that. So another cool little thing there. And I think that about does it. Yep. So I think most of the other stuff you can find out for yourself. And good luck and good Fusion 360ing. Bye.